Starting off the dividend news with Dell, which actually announced a dividend raise. So Dell Technologies declares 37 cents per share quarterly, which is a 12.1% increase from the prior dividend of 33 cents. Ex-dividend date is April 24th, so if you buy as long before April 24th, you will get paid that dividend on May 5th. So congrats to all the Dell shareholders. And the last one here, guys, that we do have is actually one of our picks from last month for February that we were expecting a dividend raise, which is Best Buy. So Best Buy did announce a dividend raise. So Best Buy declares 92 cents per share quarterly, which is a 4.5% increase from the prior dividend of 88 cents. Ex-dividend date is March 22nd, so you can still buy this company and they will pay you out on April 13th. So again, congrats to all the Best Buy shareholders. What's up, everybody? It's Investing Sensei here to bring you episode 176 of the portfolio update. So hopefully you guys are doing awesome. I definitely am. It is Sunday, guys. You guys already know it's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what options in general we took, what options we had to roll, how much in income did we make from options as well as dividends, what we actually in total invested into the portfolio for the week, but overall the portfolio, I'll be going over that in this episode. But the other thing, it is the beginning of March, so I will be going over 5 companies that we are expected to get dividend raises hopefully in the month of March, so definitely stick around. And then again, we will be wrapping up the video by pulling up the dividend scripts, kicking them off, seeing our purchases we made this week, and seeing how much we grew the dividend snowball. Because again, remember, this is the monthly or I guess dividend average per month is what we're projected. We're trying to get this to $325 per month by the end of the year. That is our major goal. I think we're going to definitely achieve it. Overall annual dividend so far, guys, for the 2023, we're at $380.94 for quarterly. We're actually for Q1, we're at $380.94. So we hope to surpass Q4 of last year. We'll see what happens. Options premium. So you'll see that March we're at $77.08 so far. So hoping to actually hit February's income. So we'll see what happens. January was just an anomaly and we just did amazing that month. Hopefully we can get a couple more months like that, and that would definitely be very awesome because we would take this income and reinvest it into these awesome dividend growth companies that will start compounding even more dividends over the long term. But if I show you guys here the goals, which kind of keep us focused every single week. First goal again is to get to about 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing with the bell notification. Help me reach this goal. And as well, while you're down there, drop a big thumbs up on the video. Definitely would appreciate it. Goal number 2, again, this is the $325 per month on average in dividends. We're trying to get that. We'll see that every single Sunday, see that grow and grow, and we're gonna get to that because that is within our control. Goal number 3 is to reach about $118,000 invested of my own money. If we look over here to the left, you'll see that we're at $111,000. So we have maybe about $7,000 more. Again, this one is within our control, so I'll make sure that we do achieve that goal by the end of the year. Goal number 4 is to dollar cost average $100 every single week at a minimum. I do that every single week, which you'll see once we jump into the history of the portfolio. I'll show you guys where I actually deposited $100. And then goal number 5 is to actually drip an additional, or I guess add an additional $20 of my own money every time a company pays me out. We did get a dividend this week, so I did deposit a total of $120 to meet these 2 goals. And then goal number 6 is to try to get about $400 per month on average selling options. We've already made about $77 for the month of March, so we have a little bit more to go. Well, I guess not a little bit, but a lot more. But I think we definitely will achieve it. I'll show you guys what I've been doing, especially because I did have to do some rolls. But in general, guys, you'll see here the dividend payouts that we are expected to get. The first one is going to be actually Microsoft, which actually comes out on the pay date on the 9th of March, which is coming up. Then we'll get Target's, and then we'll get Lockheed Martin's, and then we'll get Waste Management's and Nvidia's. The one on Target, guys, actually I've been considering over the weekend. I looked at the earnings. They do have the guidance, the balance sheet, everything. I'm really considering actually selling out of Target and dropping all of that money into Costco, and you know, actually increasing that position in Costco, because it's one of the best businesses that's been ran, and I love Costco. So I'm really considering that. Let me know your comments, your suggestions, your feedback in the comment section. Definitely would love to see you know, your suggestions there. But I'm really considering selling out of Target and dropping that income into, or I guess the money into Costco. But anyways, you'll see that we'll kick off these scripts at the closer to the end of the video, see if any new companies announce the dividends. And if we go back over here to the portfolio, we can go ahead and get started. So as you'll see, the portfolio is at $195,662.43. We are in the green by $1,558.32, which is about 0.08% in the green. 2-year change shows as $7,552.19, which is about 4.01% in the green. Again, this is just short term. I don't really care about this. I actually wish we were down in the portfolio, because every time I deposit $100, if the portfolio is in the red, those $100 have way more buying power, because I can buy actually more shares than if the portfolio was in the green. You know, we will see in the long term if this positions will actually grow, which I think they definitely will. I just hope in the short term we actually are in the red, because I want that money to start working harder for me. But if I show you guys here the positions, if I actually scroll to the top, you'll see that in the gains we're about $54,864.64 in the green, which is about a 51.75%. If we look at the cash balance, we're actually about $34,773.08 in the cash available to drop into the portfolio. I've been trying to buy some SCHD and build up that position there. So I'm going to be continue to actually withdraw from this cash balance to put it into SCHD and grow that dividend snowball much faster. But you'll see here we do have a covered, well, I guess 2 covered calls on Apple, which actually won't expire till the 24th of March with a strike price of $140. We'll see how this one plays out. So far we are about 13.85% in the green from the premium there. We are still deep in the money on this one. I think we'll manage it. We'll end up rolling it. What happens? Definitely excited to see, but I don't want my shares getting sold at $140, so we'll definitely manage it. And then we have JP Morgan. I have a covered call for them. They will expire next Friday on the 10th of March with a strike price of $146. You'll see JP Morgan's trading about $143. So we still have quite a bit of time to see that premium decay, and then we get to keep our shares plus the full premium. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, we'll have to roll it. Then we have Altria, which we have 100 shares, so we'll be able to sell a covered call next week. And then we have Microsoft, which we also have a covered call on them. This one will expire next Friday again on the 10th of March with $262.50 strike price. Microsoft's trading about $255, so it's got to move about maybe $7, almost $8 before we are in the money on this one. We did actually see that it's down in the red a little bit, but I think we'll manage this one as well. This one, guys, the Nvidia one, this is the one that we've been deep in the money with. So this one we actually had a roll with about April 14th 2023, which I'll show you guys once we jump over to the history. But I actually did go up in strike price to $160. You'll see Nvidia has just been on a roll in the upwards direction. They're trading about $238.90, so I'm super deep in the money in this one. I'm going to continue to manage this one, and we actually met the ex-dividend date, so we will actually collect the dividend for this, and that's pretty sweet to see. We got Starbucks, we got Target, which I'm actually considering dropping these $5,000, almost $6,000 into Costco. And then you'll see we have Lockheed Martin, Visa, Union Pacific, and Waste Management. And that's basically our positions, not including SCHD, which is a ETF that also includes Home Depot, Broadcom, and so on. So I'm definitely getting quite a bit of diversification with SCHD, and that's such a great ETF there. Yeah, these are the current positions. If I show you guys here the performance, you'll see that if I actually scroll down a little bit, you'll see that we are in the green by $2,867.40. You see that in the past couple months we were in the red. We're finally showing a little bit of green, and if we look at the rate of return, we are at 1.32% in the green, which again, we are above the 0% line here. Again, I would prefer to be down here because I would prefer having those monthly or weekly deposits to have more buying power, but oh well, we will continue to dollar cost average. If we look at the investment income, we are projected to make about $3,190.20, and then which averages out about $265.85. You'll see for April, we're projected to make about roughly $266.75, May about $99.55, and then for June, about $431.26. We'll see if we continue to grow this over time. I think we will. If we look at the history here, guys, I do have it to start from actually February 27th of 2023 all the way till April, I guess not April, but March 5th, 2023. And that's actually about till this Sunday, so that's about a week. If I scroll to the very bottom, I can show you guys everything we actually did. These were actually the covered calls we had from about a week ago or so. They did expire worthless, so we got to keep our shares plus the premium, and that is what we're trying to bring in so that we can buy more shares. But on the 27th, I actually did a sell to open on Microsoft for I did a covered call for a strike price of $260. That expired on the 3rd of March, so that was a weekly. I did one of those. They paid us $54.35. I also did on the 27th as well, I did a sell to open. I did a covered call on Altria for $48.50. That was a weekly. This one, I did have one of them. They paid me about $3.35. And then I actually ended up doing a sell to open on SCHD. We did two of these. It was a strike price of $78, and this one doesn't expire till the 17th of March. They paid us about 15 cents or about $15 per contract. So in total after fees, we collected $28.69. And you'll see here on the 27th, that exact same day, I did a buy to close. On the covered call, I did have a Microsoft, which was the 260 strike price. That was that weekly. I paid about $30, so if we subtract the difference, I made about $24, and quick profit there from that same exact day from selling this covered call and then exiting it. If we look at the 27th of February, I actually got the dividend reinvested. The drip happened, and that was pretty sweet. It dripped about $25.99. Love seeing that. And then guys, on the 1st of March, we did a buy on SCHD. We actually bought 50 shares at $74.56, spending about $3,728.13. And then on that exact day, also on March 1st, we actually got a dividend from Visa of $12.26. Gotta love passive income there. On the 2nd of March, I deposited $120, $100 to dollar cost average, and then $20 because Visa did pay us a dividend that week. You'll see that I did actually buy the $20 worth of Visa, and then I actually bought one full share of Target, which I'm actually considering selling out. Again, let me know your feedback on that. I will be dropping all that available cash into Costco, and I think in the long term it would be a better return on my investment there. If we look at on the 2nd, I did a buy on SCHD. I actually bought another $25, or not $25, but 25 shares at about $74.18, which was roughly about $1,854.56. You'll see that on the 2nd, the Visa dividend actually dripped, and that was pretty sweet. This is where we actually ended up having to roll our positions. So I ended up doing a buy to close on the 3rd. We did the covered call on Nvidia, which is $157.50. That expired on the 3rd of March, so that was this past Friday. we actually paid $7,451.65, and then I actually ended up rolling it. So I did a sell to open. It was a covered call for $160 strike price. So I did go up in about $3 or so, $2.50 in strike price. And then this one, I ended up rolling it about a month away, so about April 14th, 2023. This one, I actually collected a negative amount, so I actually collected $7,334.29. So you'll see the difference. I actually paid about $150-ish or so to actually roll this, but actually allow me to go up in strike price, which I do want to start moving up in strike price for Nvidia, and hopefully we can actually manage out of this position in the long term. So we actually went up about 250, and then you'll see here on the 3rd we did do a sell to open on Microsoft. So we did a weekly for a strike price of $262.50. That expires next Friday on the 10th of March. They paid us $100.35 after fees. And then the last one we actually did do, we rolled the JP Morgan. So we did a buy to close current covered call we had, which was $144 strike price. That expired on the 3rd. We paid about $1 to exit that, and then immediately we did a sell to open, a covered call with a strike price of $146. That expires next week on the 10th. They paid us $39.35 from this selling this covered call. So that is what I ended up doing this week, guys. We actually in general made about $77 selling options, as well taking a loss on Nvidia's roll there, but we did go up in strike price, which I'm very, very happy about. If we look at the calculate dividends, let's see how much we collected in passive income doing absolutely nothing, guys. So we made $12.26 this week, and that was the Visa dividend. Long term, we want to just live off these dividends, but options is a great vehicle to allow us to achieve that much quicker. We'll see how that plays out in the long term. I think it'll play out very, very well. But let's go ahead and go over the 5 companies that are expected to announce a dividend raise in the month of March, just looking at history. So the first one, guys, is going to be Colgate. So CL Colgate, and then you'll see that they're currently trading about $73.95. I am using Seeking Alpha Dividend Scorecard. If we look at this, they are in the consumer staples sector. Dividend yield is about 2.54%. Annual payout is about $1.88, and then payout ratio is 62.63%. 5-year CAGR is 3.28%. Very, very low 5-year CAGR, but they've been growing their dividend over 59 years. Again, Seeking Alpha has been known to have this value incorrect, but they have been paying it for quite a while. And then again, just quickly, they do pay out quarterly is the dividend frequency, which comes about 47 cents every single quarter for every share you do own. If I show you guys here the dividend history, I'll show you real quick why we think they should hopefully announce a dividend raise. So if we look at, I guess 2022, so they were paying on January 13th, 2022, they were paying 45 cents. And then if we look at March 10th, 2022, they did raise their dividend to 47 cents. So they did raise it. If we look over here again for 2021, for example, on the 1st, or I guess January 14th, 2021, they were paying 44 cents. And then on March 11th, 2021, they increased it to 45 cents. So hopefully around the 10th or 11th of March, we should see a dividend raise from Colgate. So we will see if they do. Let's go ahead and move on to the second one, which is AXP, which is American Express Company. So they are in the financial sector. Dividend yield is 1.16%. Annual payout is $2.08, and then payout ratio is 21.14%. It's very, very low payout ratio, plenty of room to grow that dividend over time. 5-year CAGR is 9.19%. Very, very awesome 5-year CAGR. My companies that I am invested have a double-digit 5-year CAGR. Dividend growth is showing 1 year, so we'll see if that's correct or not. But dividend frequency is quarterly, which pays out about 52 cents every single quarter. If we look at the dividend history, I can kind of show you if American Express might raise its dividend. So you'll see that in December 8th of 2021, they were paying 43 cents. And then on March 10th of 2022, they did raise their dividend to 52 cents. So we will hopefully see if they do announce a dividend raise. This one I'm not 100% confident on, because if we look at 2021's year, they didn't raise their dividend that year. So hopefully they continue to start raising it now and reward their American Express shareholders. But let's go ahead and move on to the third one, which is Dollar General, DG, Dollar General Corporation, currently trading about $217.69. If we look at, again, they are in the consumer discretionary sector. If we look at the dividend summary, dividend yield is 1.01%. Annual payout is $2.20. Payout ratio is 20.12%. Very, very low payout ratio again. So plenty of room to grow that over time. 5-year CAGR is a sweet double digit, which is about 16.17%. 5-year CAGR. Dividend growth as shown as 5 years. Dividend frequency is quarterly, which is about 55 cents every single quarter. If we look at the dividend history here, guys, we can see when they raised their dividends. So if we look at 2021, so December 2nd, 2021, they were paying 42 cents. And then on the March 16th, 2022, they did raise it to 55 cents. So we'll see March 16th. If we look at 2021, for example, December 2nd, 2020, they were paying 36 cents. And around March 16th, 2021, they raised it to 42 cents. So maybe March of 16th of 2023, we should hopefully see a dividend raise from Dollar General. But let's go ahead and move on to the fourth one, which is American Towers Corporation, AMT, currently trading about $202.50, guys. This actually used to be in my dividend growth portfolio, but I ended up actually reducing my shares and trying to concentrate on core positions for me. But it's such a great company. They are in the real estate sector. Dividend yield here is 3.08%. Annual payout is $6.24. Payout ratio is for some reason showing 152.62%, but they are considered a REIT, so you don't get a qualified dividend there. 5-year CAGR here is 17.47%, and then 10-year for the dividend growth. Quarterly is their frequency of payout, and then they do pay out about $1.56. And then if we look at the history here, guys, if we look at you'll see that just in general, every single quarter they do raise their dividend by a small amount at least, which does compound. But you'll see that the next time they typically announce a dividend raise, or just in general announce a dividend, on March 11th. If we look at 2021, they did it on March 4th, 2021. So we'll see if they raise their dividend. At a certain point, they will have to stop raising their dividend every single quarter and actually slow down that 5-year CAGR. But if we go on to the last one, guys, which is actually TOL, Toll Brothers Inc. You'll see currently trading about $60.12. Dividend scorecard, you'll see that they are considered consumer discretionary sector. Dividend summary is on the dividend yield. You'll see it's 1.33%. Annual payout is about 80 cents, and then payout ratio is 6.94%. Very, very low payout ratio here. 5-year CAGR is a 20.11%. Dividend growth has only been 2 years or so. Dividend frequency is quarterly, and they do pay out about 20 cents every single quarter per share that you do own. If we look at the dividend history, you'll see that if we look at 2022, you'll see that December 14th, 2021, they were paying 17 cents, and then on March 8th, 2022, they were actually raised it to 20 cents. And then if we look at the previous year, on December 9th, 2020, they were paying 11 cents. And then on March 9th, 2021, they did raise it to 17 cents. But the previous years, they did not raise their dividend there. They left it at 11 cents. So hopefully around the 8th or 9th of March, we should see a dividend raise from Toll Brothers if they do plan to actually continue to raising their dividends. Let me know in the comment section if you own any of these companies in the portfolio, or I guess in your portfolio. Definitely would love to see that. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video by pulling up the Google Sheets, and just in general seeing how much we grew this dividend snowball, because that is our major goal every single week, seeing this grow and grow over time. But let's go ahead and quickly just look at the options. I want to show you guys how much we made this week. So for March 5th, which is the first week for us in March, we made $77.08, which actually brings our total to $3,301.16 for the year of 2023. We're definitely going to surpass last year, so I'm very, very excited to see. We have about 4 more weeks in March, so hopefully we can try to do kind of at least surpass February's or stay right around it. That would be a very, very nice goal to see. If I look at the dividend payout here, guys, you'll see that these are the current companies that are announcing dividends or their upcoming dividends. Let's go ahead and actually click on the portfolio tools, get latest dividends, and then we'll see if any new companies announce a dividend for us. So about 40, and we'll give it a second or two. And it looks like it's done. So one company did pop up, and that is actually maybe Altria or so. I'm not sure, but it's actually at 41 now versus 40. That is one of the things that I wish I improved on the script to show me the differences that just came up. Hopefully I can get some time and actually do that, but you'll see that we are expected to get Microsoft's dividend, Target, Lockheed Martin, Waste Management, and Nvidia, and Union Pacific, and that should kind of wrap up March. And then we'll start off strong with April with Altria, which Altria does pay us a very, very sweet, juicy dividend. And then yeah, guys, if I go over here to settings, we can go ahead and actually delete this, and we can jump over to personal capital so we can get the latest version of our portfolio that contains all the purchases we made this week. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're here at the personal, I guess it's not personal power, but Empower, I believe is what it's called now. But we're on the Schwab account. You'll see this green button called Copy Holdings. Click on it. That actually copies the content of our portfolio into the clipboard, which then we can jump back over to the Google Sheets, pay special values only, and now we have all the purchases and positions from our purchase. So I guess from this past week, we can jump over here to holdings, and this is the last one from last week. When you go to portfolio tools and you click update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped and it'll parse the new stuff we just pasted. So let's go ahead and see that. So click on it, give it a second or two, and you'll see everything's getting calculated. We can jump back over here to the dashboard, and you'll see everything is being projected. So it looks like it's done. So on the projected dividend yield, we're at 1.58% compared to 1.49%. So we've actually gone up, which is pretty sweet there. And then you'll see on the yield on cost, we're at 2.92% compared to 2.87%. On the yearly, we've actually gone to $3,092.84. On the monthly, we're at $257.74 compared to last week of $239.72, and that is because we've been buying a lot of SCHD lately. On the week, we're at $59.48 compared to $55.32. On the day, $8.47 compared to $7.88, and then on an hourly, we've actually increased it to 35 cents every single hour compared to 33 cents every single hour, so about 2 penny raise there. On the hourly work wage, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $1.49 compared to $1.38. So they were doing something very nice, or they were doing such a great job that they got a raise. Long term, we want to try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes. But yeah, guys, this is actually all I have for you guys on the portfolio update. If you stuck all the way to the very end, be sure that to drop a hashtag raises, because we are expected to get some pretty sweet raises for some of the investors that are holding those 5 companies in the month of March. So definitely exciting. Let me know in the comment section if you own any of those companies, and as well, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing with the bell notification. Definitely would love to see you guys support me get to 20,000 subscribers, and if you drop a big thumbs up, that goes a long way, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.